Hey, what is up, everybody, and welcome back to another video. But that's right, it's not a reaction, which is actually sacrilegic. Sacrilegic? Is that a word? It is now. That is sacrilege. I know. I decided that I wanted to do a tier list because I like doing them at the end of videos. Like, if I finish a series, I like to do a tier list on it. I wanted to do one for Ruby, which I'm still in the midst of making. But my good God, there's so many characters in that show, and I have forgotten so many of them. Because there's a lot of characters on the tier list that I was doing that just don't exist anymore. They're gone. Like, they're in, like, Season 2. Nobody remembers them. So how am I supposed to remember their name? So, you know, that one's on the back burner for now. But, yeah, The Legend of Vox Machina is still fresh in my brain. And, you know, I still absolutely love it. And there's far less characters to remember. Although I can guarantee you now, I will forget a lot of these characters. So that's going to be fun. 100% going to be fun. I'll probably recognize them. But whether I remember their names or not is a whole different story. Whole different kettle of fish. Lord knows I'm terrible with names, faces, and anything to do with memory in general. But yeah, I've been wanting to do one, so I thought, you know what it is? Why not? And by the time this video goes out, you will have noticed my Arcane episode actually got unblocked. Miracles do happen. You don't understand the effort I went through to get that thing done. I uploaded like a normal video of it, like the way I would do the rest of my videos, and that is, funnily enough, the one that got unblocked because I disputed it and it just took a couple of days to go through. But obviously I hadn't uploaded in like 2 days or 3 days prior to this because of just stuff, you know. Oh my God. Sounded like a true Geordie there. Yeah, I was just obviously busy in, you know, life, so I wasn't able to upload. So I really wanted to upload on the day that I made that Arcane video, and of course it got blocked. So I went back and I heavily edited it, put it back out the same day. It got blocked. Bearing in mind, it takes a good hour and a half to render that full 40-odd minute video. So it does take a long time. And I uploaded it about, I think, 6 times overall. By the end, literally, it was damn near silent. I just wanted to see if it could go through, so I turned it all the way down and I made it so the opacity on the actual video was down, and I had that green border over it, and it still got blocked. I couldn't believe it. Oh, the effort I went through as well, because I even made a video that was all spliced. So I would do like 10 seconds of footage, and then I would cut it off for like, I think it was like 5, 6, 7 seconds or whatever. 10 seconds of footage, and I would cut it off. They heavily edit it again, so literally half of the video just wasn't even there anymore. And still it got blocked. But we did it. We managed to get it on. So I think for those, I'm going to have to just upload them, private them, wait for them to get unblocked, and then just upload them when I can. Because, my God. Which, you know, was my friend was going on about that Patreon thing. It sounds good. It sounds like it would be so much easier to just like have those videos and be like, yeah, they'll be out when they're out. Hopefully it'll not take too long. But if you want to spend £2 or whatever it is, you can go on my Patreon and watch them there. Completely unedited. So yeah, it's looking good, that one. But we're 4 minutes in. Enough with my rant. Let's just carry on. My wayward son. Yeah, so all of the characters from like Vox, like all of the Vox Machina characters, they're S tier. Like, I don't want to be that guy that's like, you know, oh, you've made the main characters all S tier. That's you're not even trying at this point. But I'm sorry, there is not a single character from Vox that I hate. From the team, that is, not the actual show. They're all great, and the thing I love about Dungeons and Dragons, especially, is the fact that every character, there's no main character, technically. If you have a campaign, there is no main character. There might be, you know, a leader of the group, but there's no main character. Everyone's like made this backstory for their own version of the character. So everyone's a main character. Oh, I've said character too many times. It sounds weird now. But you get what I mean. Grog, he has his own backstory. He has his own personality. Keyleth, she has her own backstory. Vax and Vex, they have their own backstory. Like, all of them are basically main characters in their own right, just squashed together in a group. They all have their moment to shine. That's what I love. Oh, so good. So, you know, in fact, let's make let's do this, okay? Add a row above. Let's make it Vox. We'll just name it Vox, right? I don't know why you're here. Goodbye. So we've got Vox, which is essentially S rank. I could have just left it as S rank, but you know what it is? It's too late. Vox it is. All of the characters, Keyleth, Percy, Pike, Scanlan, my dude, absolutely hilarious. I'm even gonna put Trinket in there. Like, is Vox really Vox without the mascot bear? Dude's great. Right, so we've got Vox Machina right at the top. None of those characters I dislike, so happy days. Of course, you may disagree. There might be a character in there that you don't like. Maybe you don't like Grog. Maybe you don't like Pike. I don't know. You're more than welcome to disagree with me. But I'm going to change this color to red because it looks prettier. Yeah, all of them. Vox Machina, top of the top. Absolutely love all of them. But now we continue. We have this woman. I forget her name, but I'm fairly certain she's the mage or wizard or sorcerer, whatever you want to call it. That is currently with Cassandra, I think, in that whole place. I'll give her a B. I mean, she doesn't exactly have a moment to shine. She's pretty cool, and the fact that she's a wizard, it just puts her up there because, you know, they're just the coolest. I'm sorry, but magic casters are just plain cool, right? I don't care what you say. I'll put her in B because, you know, she's not really a character that I care about that much. Like, when I thought she died during the dragon fiasco, and it turns out she teleported away. Pretty cool. But, yeah, I just didn't really care. I was like, oh, well, kind of sucks because, you know, she's nice, but it doesn't affect me. Again, the names will just escape me, but I do recognize the characters at least. So this was Percy's friend, the dwarf. Again, I'll put him in as a B because he didn't really have an impact. Although I was more upset. Can I even move these? I was more upset the fact that he died than when I thought she died. Because I mean, he went out like a badass, but he got cut in half and he died super quick. So I didn't really get a chance to really, you know, get attached to him or anything like that. But he was cool. Oh god, Briarwoods, just in general. Do I make an? You know, it is not. I'll just keep them in D. Screw her. Absolutely hate her. Oh man, the things that she's done are just messed up, man. She's killing kids, all in the pursuit of love, because she wanted Silas. There he is, that freaking the handsome bastard. It's just. No, like, I'm gonna rant about them, so we'll just move on. But the D tier, they're killing kids, man. That is a no in my book. That's where I cut the line. You know, you do whatever you want, just don't kill kids, man. That's messed up. Have some respect for life. I know you're a necromancer, so I mean your whole thing is literally death. But you know, have a bit of respect. This guy, he's also going in D. I remember him from like the first 2 episodes I think he was in. He's probably dead now, but clearly he didn't register with me that much that I don't even remember him dying. So I know he was with the council, and I'm pretty sure all the council are dead. I know the king's dead. So yeah, don't care about him. Yeah. I absolutely love this guy, and the fact that him and Vax have this very weird relationship where it's like, do they like each other? Do they not? Are they just super close and really flirtatious? Could definitely be that. But yeah, I love him. He's absolutely hilarious and he's pretty cool. Like, I mean, he only owns a shop, but I just love the way he is. He's just that like really campy character that like he's got the sass, you know what I mean? Oh, he's great. This one again, forgot a name. but she is voiced by my girl Rosa Diaz. So, and also Mirabelle. So you know what I mean? Like she's, but she's B. I would give her a C if she wasn't voiced by her. That's the only reason I'm giving her a B, because like she's not really in it all that much, to be honest with you. Like she hasn't really made an impact at all, as far as I'm concerned, unless I've missed something. But yeah, I'll give her a B. This guy, so I don't know what he was like when he was alive. I'm fairly certain he was a person beforehand, and he's got killed, and then the Storm Dragon just kind of took over him, and well, not took over him, but you know, turned into him and sort of like infiltrated the place. But I'm just looking at him as who he is. A grade A asshole, right? He's trying to kill people. That's never cool, right? Come, like, no. Slap on the wrist. Stop killing people. Messed up. So I'm saying as the dragon, because I don't think there's a picture of that dragon around here. Nope. Yeah, as the dragon. And it crushes my heart because he was voiced by David Tennant, and I absolutely love David Tennant. I think he's an incredible actor, and, you know, he's my favorite Doctor, so that's always a bonus. Yes, I'm going to have to put him in the D, because he is who he is. Same with Humpty Dumpty over here. He died a most gracious death, with Percy just shooting his fingers off and shooting him some more. But he's such an asshole. But I took the utmost pleasure in watching him die, which sounds terrifying and like I should get help, but I mean, come on, who didn't? The king, I'll put him in B. I don't really care about him. Like, when he died, I was a bit like, oh, that's kind of sad. Plus, he kind of died when his wife and all that was just staring at him, watching him slowly melt away. So it was a bit brutal, and he did like save them. So he's cool, but he didn't really, like, again, he didn't really have an impact, and he was kind of under Silas's control for a short while there, under his influence. So yeah, I'll put him in B though. He's a cool guy. He's a cool guy. Cassandra, I will put in A. She is a tank. For a short while there, I was about to disown her before I even got to know her properly. Literally, like, you think she's dead, but I was like, there's no way she's dead. I have a rule. If you do not see them 100% die, if they are not decapitated, or set on fire, or have their heads blown off or something, they aren't dead. Right? It's just a rule in shows in general. So yeah. Found out that Cassandra wasn't dead, and I was like, "Wait, look at that! I was right." And then, you know, she got her throat slit immediately. So that wasn't fun, not for her at least. And she almost died, but they managed to save her. And then I was like, "All right, cool. So, you know, she's nice." And then she betrayed them, but then she was under Silas's control, so she didn't really betray them. It was kind of like a mix of Stockholm syndrome and, you know, influence. So yeah. But now she's pretty cool. I like her. I'm glad she didn't die. So she's currently residing where the Briarwoods stayed. Percy's old home aboard. I can't remember. What is the name of it? With a sun tree. The name escapes me, because of course it does. But forgive me, I have only watched it once, which, by the way, just letting you know, I am currently watching Hell's Bells, like the actual campaign, and I'm loving it right now. I didn't want to watch the Mighty Nine. I know that's the second campaign, but I know there's an actual show coming out for that at some point in life, in the next 100 years or so. So I want to like react to that, and I want to watch the animated series rather than listen to the campaign. So yeah, absolutely banging. The monk dude, I'll give a B. Literally know nothing about him, but the pure fact that he's an absolute badass. Like, the dude is a blind fighter / monk. I don't know what he's technically classed as, like his actual class, but he beat the shit out of Grog and tried to show him the ways. And yeah, he was pretty badass, but we know literally nothing about him. The dragons, oh, they're all dickheads. They're all getting put in D tier. They're all assholes. But one of them, supposedly, it's the green one, right? I don't know where it is. I can't see it on the lineup here. I have no idea. But oh, wait, is it? It's either this one or this one. I think this one. I don't know. But yeah, the rest of them assholes. I think that's the ace one. Definitely an ass. Try to kill a lot of people. I mean, I'm putting them all down here. Especially this dude, the main one. I forget what his name is at the end of the season, though. He was hatching eggs. He's like a seahorse. The males hatch eggs. I don't know how we managed that one, but I don't know the dragon anatomy. Maybe that's completely normal. But yeah, he's the biggest dildo. But one of them, is it this one? The poison breath, because the acid one is the one that you know, they killed. So I think maybe I'll put this one in C. If that's the right one, then I'm thinking of the one that was talking to them at the end that said that they want to stop the red dragon. Then I'll put it as a C for now. Still don't trust it. It's done nothing to really make me think that it isn't helping them or trying to help them. Considering, like you said, they had no idea who that really was. So he could have just stabbed them all, jumped up into the air. They all look up like, what's going on? And then, you know, it just transforms into a dragon, slams down on them, crushes them all. There's many ways it could have killed them. So it's going to go and C for now, but we shall see. This guy is the dude with heterochromia, right? Because I kept thinking it was Percy, but I was thinking that when Percy was possessed by that devil. He was alright. I didn't hate him, but he didn't really make an impact. Although, you know, to be fair with you, if that is the guy, he did save Vex. Well, they saved Vex. He didn't really. It was Vax that saved them and made a deal with the matron. But, you know, he tried at least, although he did disappear for a short while there. I have no idea who this is. I've been looking at this guy when I've been looking at the list, and I just don't, I can't tell. The picture is not the best at all. I was trying to think who has long, wavy locks like this. I thought it might have been Vax and Vex's dad for a short while, but no, he's along there. Never mind. Yeah, no idea who that guy is, so he's not getting added. I'm sorry. I can't add someone when I don't know who it is. This guy is going into B as well, purely because he reminds me of Boomy from the Avatar, The Last Airbender. I've only seen him once. Cassandra spoke to him, and he set the place on fire, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, he looks like Boomy. He's pretty funny. Only saw him the once, and he's into B straight away. Again, she basically goes with him. They're kind of like hand in hand. Oh yeah, it must be that guy. Look, they've got the same background. Okay, cool. She's pretty cool. She's I can't remember the name of the race that she is. On the tip of my tongue, and I just can't remember. But yeah, she's pretty cool. She kind of almost backstabbed them to find the treasure, but she did help them in the end, and then released that animal thing that was turning people to stone. Kind of fucked her over a little bit, but you know, she was alright. She got props at the end from Vex, so I'll put you in B. You're pretty badass. You're a pretty cool fighter. This is one of the Ashari. I don't know who. I thought it was going to be the mom for a second, but that's definitely not her. Is this the I don't know. Sorry, dude, you're going in D. Oh no, wait, is that not the guy from the Fae Realm? Is that the guy from the? I'm gonna put it in C. Some of these are just characters I've seen once, so I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. Okay, I should have researched it, but what's the fun in that? We'll just jump into the deep end and we try. This girl, I have no idea who that is. I don't even recognize her in the slightest, which is hilarious. So I'm sorry. This guy, oh, he's up there with the Briarwoods. Him, Grog's uncle is such a giant dillweed, and he got a gracious death. Oh, it was so badass the way Grog just like splits him down here. Oh, I could rewatch it again. Plus, that episode was an absolute banger. It was like a 10 out of 10. Like, the action, the whole consequences of what could happen, the fact that Grog got his weapons, just badass. But him as a character, absolutely hate him. Cannot stand him. This is Keela's dad, right? That looks like him. I'll put him in B as well. I know nothing about him really, but he was a super nice dude, so you know. There's Keela's mother. Alright, so the mom and dad, they're going in B. She was voiced by Cora, I found out thanks to you guys. Not voiced by Cora, but you know, the woman who voices Cora, I don't know her name off the top of my head. I've never looked it up. So yeah. Pretty cool. Super nice parents. She's currently disappeared because she went to go do her Oramente and apparently never came back. Which you probably found out in the campaign better than in the actual story, because obviously there's a lot of information, a lot of stuff condensed down into a 20-minute animated episode. That's only 12 episodes long. I wish it was 12 seasons long. Oh, damn, like a Supernatural-esque show. Oh, man. But yeah, I'll put them in B. They're really nice. The Sphinxes, I'll put in C. Actually, I'll put this Sphinx, I can't remember his name. I'll put him in B, because you got to know him a little bit more. She just kind of played on all of their insecurities, and then was like, alright, I'll tell you a story. Now go find these weapons real quick. This guy had like a heart-to-heart with Scanlan, and also, you know, had a pretty badass fight. Sad that he died. But, yeah, he was badass while he lasted. This dude, I zoom and enhance. Yeah, I have no idea who that is. The photos are not the best. I'm not going to lie to you. I see glowing eyes, but that is all I see of that dude. Yeah, I can't put him on the list because I just don't know who it is. I just don't know who it is. This guy, going D, he's, you know, I don't know who he is. These two, like, they might not be warranted to being D. It's not like I hate them as characters, but I don't know who they are. I'm pretty sure this was one of the guys where Vox was, like, locked up, and he was one of the guards. It was when... It's not Dahlia, is it? Oh, what's her name? Delilah, I don't know. Whatever her name, the Briarwood, the necromancer, when she sent a bunch of stuff, a bunch of creatures. He was there, in Vox basically ended up essentially saving his life. So he's going in D because I really don't know him as a character. This is the tree-esque spirit. Again, just go down here. Like, dude, you're an asshole. You were trying to protect the... I won't say protect it, but you had the bow. So you were going to die. You had to die. And that's all your character was. A death character. A nothing burger. Same with this dude. Oh, Vax and Vex's dad, man. Like, what is wrong with him? Like, he's an asshole. Like, his relationship with Vax and Vex, messed up. Right? Just because they're only half elf, he treats them like shit, and obviously they ended up leaving. The mom died due to a dragon fight. Oh, I won't say a dragon fight. It's not like she went go picking fights with a dragon, but you know, she died because a dragon destroyed their entire village. Casual stuff. And he was seemingly less than sympathetic to the whole situation. So he's definitely going in D. He might redeem himself later, because it does seem like he might be one of those characters where, like, you hate him, but then he does redeem himself in some way, shape, or form at some point down the line. So I'll put him in D. He could bump up, but that is yet to be decided. That is Vax and Vex's little sister, isn't it? I'm going to put her in B. She's like, you know, she was seen in like one episode for a little while, but she was absolutely adorable, and she actually did seem to like Vax and Vex in yeah, she's just adorable. Like, yeah, it's as simple as that. This one, this is the queen. Is this the queen? No, I don't think so. I don't recognize her. I'll put her in D. Yeah, there's just a couple of these characters, man, I just don't recognize. I'm going to put the granddad in Vox, though. Like, I know he's not a member, obviously, but he was just, like, the nicest dude ever. And even though Grog went in there to kill him, and then realized, you know, he's unarmed and, you know, he's not willing to fight, Grog then stopped his cousin from slaughtering the dude. And then, of course, he basically became a member of the family, and now they have a super, super adorable relationship. So, hell yeah. He's going in Vox. I don't care. I like him. She can go in C. Like, she's a nice character or whatever, but, like, she doesn't really do much. Kind of on the council with Cassandra. So, I'll put her in C. Like, she's an alright character, I think. Like, maybe when I rewatch it, maybe she does something substantial that I've just completely forgotten, and she can get bumped up. But as of right now, C tier. Grog's cousin, I'll put him in B. I thought he was just going to be one of those, like, asshole, like, characters. Like, oh, it's Grog's uncle's a dick. He's going to be a dick. But he's going to be an entitled dick because he thinks he's better than everyone because Grog's uncle, well, his dad is, you know, the leader of the whole crew and nobody messes with him. But no, surprisingly, he turned out to be a pretty nice dude, all things considered. You know, he's now ruling the half giants or whatever they are. Pretty cool dude. I can't say much more about him. This is, I think he's the one that was talking about Scanlan, right? About the, what's he called? The traveling musician, Scanlan, the magician guy. I have no idea what you call him, but I'll put him in D because, I mean, that was literally, if that is that character, that is my only scenes that I remember with him. My whole experience with this guy is he was like, yeah, Scanlan's pretty cool. I respect you. Which is respectable in itself, but yeah. As for her, I will put her in A. I think she's hilarious. Like, the way she goes on with Scanlan especially, but she also is like, it's like super deep because, you know, Scanlan was, is her dad. The whole, the whole tying him up thing and getting him, like, to be damn near naked and pretending like you were going to smash him. To then be like, yes, by the way, I'm your daughter. Why the fuck were you never there? Why did you go? Why did you leave me? You go get a packet of cigarettes and near return? It's messed up. Although Scanlan, in his defense, I'm pretty sure I didn't know she existed, so. But yeah, she's a pretty cool character. I do hope we see her again. Because, yeah, she's pretty cool. And I hope her and Scanlan do manage to get, like, a better relationship. Because I feel like she'll be good for Scanlan, you know? You know what I'm saying? Like, she'll help him not be an asshole. And, you know, help him to actually say the right things. Because my dude has the worst luck when it comes to just messing up and saying the complete worst things. Instead of just being cool and being suave and, you know, being the way he actually wants to be, he ends up just messing up and just saying the worst stuff, which just puts, especially Pike, off. Like, the way, like, I don't think Pike's, like, in love with him or anything like that. Although maybe she might be. But he, every time he almost gets there, he messes up. And she knows that. Like, she knows what he's trying to do, but then the words that come out of his mouth are just the complete opposite, vulgar, disgusting things. Yeah, she, I think she'd be good for Scanlan. But yeah, that is it. Those are the characters that were on here. There might be some that were missing, but none that I can really think off the top of my head that would hinder this and be like, how could you forget extra number 42? He was the best. He made the show. He died in the background of episode 3. Do you not remember? So yeah, I think that's all of the characters that are, like, substantial to the story. Pretty cool. If you disagree with anything that I've said, then yeah, I mean, there will definitely be disagreements. There's a video that I put out a long time ago in my other channel where I was obsessed with this game called Lost Ark, which you probably heard of. It's still semi-popular, but when it was first coming out, my god, it was everybody was talking about it. So I made a tier list of the different classes and just what I thought about them, and I made it abundantly clear I have never played the game. These are not, like, if I put a class in S rank, that's because I'm looking forward to playing it, right? That does not mean if a class is in F rank or whatever, that is a terrible class. And if a class is in S rank, that's an amazing one. It's going to be game breaking. Everybody's going to want to play that class because it's going to be the most powerful. No, I literally made it, and I made sure people know that I haven't played the game, and this is just a tier list on what I want to play as a character, and what I want to play, and what I'm looking forward to. And my God, you can tell, like, and I'm guilty of this as well, so it's not like I'm judging people for it, but you can tell people just skip to the very end of the video to see where I had put everything, and then just, you know, keyboard bashing to like be like, how dare you put this you've clearly, multiple people were like, you've clearly never played this game before. How could you put such and such in D rank? Like, it's easily A or S rank. And I was like, dude, you clearly didn't even watch the first 5 minutes of the video. Not even that, the first minute. So yeah, rant over. This is obviously just my opinion on the characters, and you probably have different ones, and that's perfectly fine. But let me know below where you would put characters, and, you know, what you think of how trash this tier list is, because Lord knows people will have a difference of opinion. But yeah, I absolutely love this. It's a nice change of pace making a video like this rather than making a reaction, because reactions I love making, but I do feel like I just don't contribute to them a lot. I'm basically just sitting there watching something and going, you know, every couple of minutes. But yeah, nonetheless, I absolutely love making these videos. So if you enjoyed them, please do leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know down below if you agree with my list or if you like these type of videos. I will continue to make them. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.